coach. And they snaps it, and he drops back. Quick throw, and it's picked off! It's picked off! Wow! Richard.
I don't think that's Richard, is it?
That's number
Yeah, that's Richard Ellery.
That's number 3.
Man.
Richard Ellery on the interception.
But he dropped the
Ah.
before he got it.
Oh, wow. And looks like, and they are calling a fumble. He fumbled it out of bounds before running into the end zone. Looks like, or did he? I don't know what happened, but he fumbled, and Wheelersburg is getting the ball on their own 1-yard line. Wow. And situation there, and the Tanks are taking a timeout. And we'd like to take this opportunity to thank a few of our sponsors. We'd like to thank Weaver's Gas and Oil, Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, South Shore Weight Loss Center. And Tania, you want to read off some of these?
We got Minix Giovanni's, Mex Italian Inn, the Briar Patch, Westside IGA.
All right. We appreciate you and all your support. If you're just tuning in, the Bucs started out receiving first, went quick 3 and out and punted. Tanks got the ball. A.J. Williams broke loose for 13 yards and then ran about another 30 yards to get the Tanks down to the 30-yard line of the Bucs. And then after a couple short plays, then they scored on a 28-yard pass to David Little. And now the Bucs got the ball, and it looks like through an interception, Richard Ellery ran it back, but it looks like he fumbled it. And the Wheelersburg recovered on their own 1-yard line, so that helped them a lot to go down, keep from going down 14-0. So right now the Tanks took a timeout, and now the Bucs are going to line up on their own 1, and they're lining up on their own 1, and it's going to be a big situation here to try to avoid the safety. And the Bucs are lining up. They're huddling up. Tanks looks like they're out with a 4-man front. And the Bucs are in. Looks like they're going to go shotgun. And now Wheelersburg's decided to take a timeout. And it's 8-0 Tanks first quarter. Wheelersburg is taking a timeout. Wow, big start for the Tanks, Tania. Would have been nice for us to get that interception return all the way, but looks like the Bucs right now, they're trailing 8-0 and have the ball on their own 1. That is a strange. I'm curious what happened on that fumble. It looked like
I think he got a little too excited.
Yeah, maybe he dropped it. Maybe it went out of. I don't know. That was a.
I believe he may thought he was in, and when that adrenaline gets to going, just get to thinking.
Yeah, that's a strange scenario, but it is what it is. The Bucs have their ball on their own 1-yard line.
Richard is a phenomenal player. He plays beside his brother Quan Gibbons, number 8 last year. And they was a dynamic duo.
That they were. They've got some. I think this will be a good Bucs team coming up once they get it started and get it going and everything. This being their first ever game. I know they're still getting everything together, and they're lining up now. Looks like they are in, and it's a big down for them. They're in pistol strong eye, back to the right of the quarterback, 2 wideouts to the left, And the Tanks are lining up, 5-man front. And he's looking, and they snap it, and they fake the handoff, and he's tackled in the end zone. Safety. Wow. Henry Butler just breaks right through there, does not fall for the play fake, and tackles the quarterback. Wow. They're not calling. Wow. And that's confusing. Wow. They did. Huh. He was back a few yards. Looks like he was a good 2 to 3 yards in the end zone, but maybe they're closer down. They saw different. So, all right. Well, it is what it is. 2nd and 10 on the 1. And I guess maybe they called it that maybe he was trying to throw it. We didn't quite get the angle here, so maybe that's what he did. Okay, so it's 2nd and 10. Bucs have the ball on their own 1, trailing 8-0. And they're coming out. Same formation looks like. Going to be the pistol strong eye. Or nope, it's not. He's going to send 2 wideouts to the left, 2 tight ends, and a wideout to the right, going empty. And DJ Keith looks, makes a couple adjustments at the line. And he's in the gun, and he sends a slot in motion, and he snaps it. Quick throw to the receiver, and it's dropped. He threw a screen pass to the left side to Charlie Thompson. It was dropped at the line. Now it's a big 3rd and 10, Tania.
It's different seeing Charlie not being quarterback. He's in a whole new.
Yeah, it's a little unusual. He stepped in and filled a big role for the Tanks last year, and now he's playing receiver. So I'm sure they'll be able to utilize that in a lot of ways this year, given his experience back there. I'm surprised at DJ Keith as well. He used to play defensive end quite a bit, and he's turned out he's got quite an arm. All right, the Bucs are lining up. They're coming out. Pistol strong eye. Fullback to the right, and then 2 wideouts to the left. And Charlie Thompson goes in motion, and he runs and they snap it. Drops back. He throws it over the middle, throws it deep, and it's way overthrown. Pass was intended for Andre Canada there, yeah. And wow, way overthrown there. So now the Bucs went for a gamble there, and now they're going to have to punt from their own 1-yard line, 4th and 10.
So brings up 4th down and 10.
And knowing Mark Deal like we do, I'm going to bet he's going to, when he's coaching special teams, I'll bet he's going to send the house here and try to block this.
Yes, we have. Martin back, and we have Chris Hill, number 1.
And they punt. Nope, actually he kicks it. It goes way in the air.
And it's caught by Chris Hill.
Oh, ball drops it. Snook Martin drops the punt. He runs it. He's at the 40. He's running, and he gains about 5 more yards before being pushed out of bounds. Snook Martin returns a punt from the 45-yard line, from the Bucs' 45-yard line, runs it down to the 35. Gains about 10 yards on the punt return. Yeah, that hit both of them, didn't it? It went right through both of them, and we've seen some odd scenarios before that. I remember in high school once we had a player actually fumble a kickoff, and then all of a sudden had a perfect lane to return it for the touchdown. That can lead to some strange stuff sometimes. And now, we got a flag down. Sudden, didn't see. And the referees are together to discuss.
I have no idea what's going on.
And there's some confusion, looks like, on the field.
It looked like you may be replaying the down.
Okay, we don't know what happened here. I apologize for the confusion. There was a late flag that came out, and it looks like it's a strange. Okay, that is. Wow, that is. Yeah, usually if it's too many men on the fields, it is what it is, I guess. Bucs are going to have the ball now again, 1st and 15 on their own 15-yard line. I apologize for the confusion. If you're listening in, that was a late flag. Right now the Bucs are going to call timeout again. If you're just tuning in, the 2:46 left in the first quarter. The Bucs got the ball first. They went 3 and out, punted. Then the Tanks took over about on their own 15-yard line after 2 long runs by A.J. Williams that set them up at the 28-yard line. And on 3rd and 8, Job Swords converted a 28-yard pass to David Little, who scored. And then they ran it in on the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0. We'd now like to take the opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. We would like to thank Buckeye Dairy Bar, Masterworks Jewelry, Diesel Construction, Inc., and Ohio Builders Surplus. And right now, they're in timeout, but it's been quite a game, hadn't it, Tania? Quite an interesting game. The Bucs, on the second set after they scored, the Bucs threw an interception, and Richard Ellery ran it back to the 1-yard line of the Bucs, but then fumbled. The Bucs recovered, went 3 and out, got the punt off, and Snook Martin ran it back to the Bucs 35, but there were too many men on the field, and now the Bucs are going to have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 15. So the Bucs are coming out now. They're coming out in, looks like pistol again, tied into the left. 2 wideouts to the left and 1 to the right. DJ Keith at quarterback. He makes a couple calls at the line. DJ Keith in the shotgun. And he snaps it. Or no, he sends a man in motion. Motion to the right, and he snaps it. Rolls out to the right under pressure, and he throws it incomplete. It hits the ground to the right side.
Johnny Football putting the pressure on in the backfield.
Wow. The Tanks had several players break through the line there. Keith has been under pressure all night so far. He has been under a lot of pressure. Our line's done, and we're not sending very many guys right now. So that's a good. When you're able to rush 4 and get to the quarterback, then that's a good sign. All right. Tanks are lined up defensively, and the Bucs are getting ready to break the huddle. Looks like it's 2nd and 10. And let's see, when they break, they come out. It looks like it's once again going to be pistol formation. Tied in and 2 wideouts to the left, wide out to the right. And DJ Keith looking around, sends a man in motion, and he snaps it. And the Tanks, and it's picked off. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Chris Hill picks it off, and he runs it back. Touchdown, Tanks. Wow. What? Wow. Chris Hill, who had an interception returning for a touchdown in the scrimmage, picks it off and runs it back. 1:46 to go in the first quarter, and the Tanks now lead 14-0, and I'm not sure if they're going to line up to go for 2 again or go for 1, but wow, the Tanks with a big pick 6 there by Chris Hill, and he's very much showing why he was once again going to be a candidate for the Defensive Player of the Year. And the Tanks come out. Looks like